You did everything right. You went to school, you got the job, you avoided disaster, you pay your bills. You're not rich, but you're not struggling either. You're comfortable, which is exactly where the trap begins. The middle class isn't poverty. It isn't wealth, it's stability. A house in a decent neighborhood, 2 cars in the driveway, a vacation once a year, a retirement account you check occasionally. It feels safe, but safety has a cost, and most people don't see it. Let's rewind. The middle class used to mean leverage. One income could buy a home. College didn't require decades of debt. Healthcare wasn't a financial gamble. Retirement meant a pension. Stability actually meant upward motion. Then the structure changed, not loudly, quietly. Level 1, the starter climb. You graduate. You get your first real paycheck. It feels massive. You upgrade your apartment. You buy better clothes. You finance a car. Nothing crazy, just progress. Your income rises. Your lifestyle follows. This feels like growth. It isn't. It's alignment. Your expenses now match your earnings. You're stable, but not free. Level 2, the mortgage moment. You buy a house. It's smart, right? Renting is throwing money away. So you lock in 30 years. The house stretches you, but it's manageable. You tell yourself this is building wealth, maybe. But now your mobility shrinks. You can't move easily. You can't quit easily. You can't take risks easily. Your fixed costs harden, and fixed costs control behavior. Level 3, the upgrade loop. Promotion, raise, more money. You celebrate. Bigger house, better car, private school, nicer vacations. None of it reckless, just incremental. But here's what happened quietly. Your break-even point just doubled. To maintain your lifestyle, you now require your current income. You're not climbing anymore. You're maintaining, and maintenance is fragile. Level 4, the golden handcuffs. You wake up one morning. The job pays well, very well, but you hate it. You consider leaving. Then you calculate mortgage, car payments, insurance, tuition, subscriptions, property taxes. You can't leave, not without shrinking your life. And shrinking your life feels like failure, so you stay. Not because you love it, because you must. That's the golden handcuff. Comfort becomes captivity. Now zoom out. The middle class trap isn't about being poor. It's about being optimized for stability. You're too stable to collapse, too leveraged to leap. Wealth requires a symmetry. The middle class is symmetrical. Income rises to expenses rise. Risk rises to fear rises. Security rises to flexibility falls. The system rewards predictability, and the middle class becomes perfectly predictable. Steady worker, reliable borrower, long-term mortgage holder, consistent consumer. You are not failing. You are functioning exactly as designed. Here's the uncomfortable math. Let's say you earn $120,000 a year. Solid middle class. After taxes, maybe $85,000. Mortgage, $2,500 per month. Cars, $1,200 combined. Insurance, $600. Utilities, $400. Groceries, $800. Miscellaneous, $1,500. You're not broke, but you're not building velocity. You're preserving structure. If your income disappears for 6 months, the entire system trembles. That's not wealth. That's stability under pressure. Meanwhile, the wealthy operate differently. They don't scale lifestyle linearly. They scale assets. Income doesn't immediately inflate expenses. It multiplies ownership. The middle class multiplies comfort, and comfort compounds slower than assets. Now here's the psychological layer. The middle class fears falling more than it desires rising. You don't want to be rich. You want to avoid being poor. That mindset changes decisions. You choose the stable job over the risky venture, the safe investment over the asymmetric one, the guaranteed salary over the volatile upside. Again, this isn't stupidity. It's rational because you have too much to lose and not enough margin to experiment. This is why middle-class stagnation feels invisible. You're not declining. You're not accelerating. You're hovering. Years pass. Your net worth rises slowly. Inflation quietly erodes purchasing power. Healthcare costs rise. Education costs rise. Property taxes rise. Your salary rises too, just slightly slower. You don't notice until you do. Level 5, the realization. You're 45. You've done everything right. Your retirement account looks decent, but not free. Your house is worth more. So is everything else. Your children will start from scratch, just like you did. And suddenly it clicks. The middle class isn't a destination. It's a treadmill, a very comfortable treadmill. The trap isn't debt alone. It's lifestyle anchoring. It's fixed cost inflation. It's optimizing for predictability. It's building a life that requires continuous income to survive. If income stops, the structure collapses. True wealth reduces dependency. Middle class stability increases dependency. That's the difference. And here's the final twist. The trap feels feels like success. That's why it works. You're respected, you're stable, you're responsible, but you're also locked into a system where growth is incremental, risk is punished, freedom is delayed, not forever, just long enough. The middle class trap isn't about poverty, it's about permanent maintenance. You're not sinking, you're not soaring, you're sustaining. And sustaining feels safe until you realize you've been running in place for years, comfortable, predictable, contained.